Hello, everyone, and welcome to Flash Future 2021. It's been almost 10 years since we started this business. We started from a consumer standpoint, having people send a text message to request their car and pay and tip from their phone. We migrated that to revenue control for valet. We pivoted and started doing revenue control for parks, and now we're building a mobility hub. My name is Juan Rodriguez. I am one of the co-founders, and I'm also the Chief Innovation Officer. And I'm joined by my new partner in crime, Jeff. Would you introduce yourself?
Okay, thanks, Juan. I'm Jeff Judge, Chief Technology Officer of Arrive, joining the company through our recent merger with Flash. Now, you heard Neil talk earlier about the consumer journey that we're bringing to market. Today, we're going to focus on a product roadmap and all the great things we're building over the next 120 days. Juan and I are fired up to show you what we're building. It's going to be so much fun.
Jeff, why don't we kick it off with a quick update on Arrive?
Okay, great. Now, for over 10 years, Arrive has been focused on delivering the best possible experience in two consumer apps, ParkWiz and Best Parking. These two apps combined are trusted by millions of people each week to quickly find and book parking in the United States and Canada. Both these apps are highly rated with an average rating of 4.8 out of 5 in the app stores. We're thrilled to bring this technology to the customers at Flash. We'll be leveraging all the best stuff that we built to date to provide you and your customers with the best possible digital journey. Throughout the year, you'll see us bring new features to life to surprise and delight your customers. Now circling back to that consumer journey, it all starts with planning and booking. So we've made it super easy to pull out your phone from home and plan ahead to reserve parking, whether you're heading to work, you're going out to dinner, or you're heading to an event. Recently, we've been working with Parkway in Philadelphia to make their monthly parker lives easier by offering the ability to retrieve their monthly parking pass in the app. Now, to reward their loyalty for monthly parking, we're offering discounts to those monthly parkers when they go to book transient. This is a huge win for Parkway and a huge win for their customers. It will be great to bring transient and monthly parking to life in one single app, and we're excited to do that for you and your customers. Now, let's talk about how we're enabling some of our partners. At Arrive, we've invested thousands of hours to make it easy for our partners to sell parking in their own product experience. So let's walk through a few of those examples. 1, Ticketmaster. We've been working closely with Ticketmaster over the past 3 years to make it easy for people buying tickets to events to add parking to the purchase. Ticketmaster also sends reminder emails to their customers to prompt them to book parking before the big event. This is a super easy way to help you sell more parking to event goers. Now let's step back to some other examples. So we're really excited about automakers and the ability to bring parking into vehicles themselves. One example of how we're working closely with an automaker is Porsche. Porsche recently built the Porsche Parking Plus app, where they've provided a whole consumer journey on their own using our technology to power search, book, and that parking pass in itself. The Porsche team is thrilled to roll this out across the United States and Canada. Now, every Porsche owner can download the Porsche Parking Plus app to use it to find and book parking that works best for their vehicle. Another good example is GasBuddy. GasBuddy helps consumers see real-time pricing at over 140,000 gas stations across the US. Park with GasBuddy was released to help their customers reserve parking while earning points. This is a win for consumers and a win for you as a parking operator. Now, finally, with Amazon Alexa, we think that's one of the next big things coming in the vehicle. We're seeing many automakers adopt Alexa and start to roll it out. Consumers can now find and book parking with Alexa by simply saying, "Alexa, find me parking." It's that easy. So now Juan's going to talk about how we're helping mobility companies navigate to garages and cities fight congestion.
At Flash, innovation is part of our DNA. We spent many months working with Brandy from the city of Las Vegas and Uber to remove congestion from the Vegas downtown area. In March 13th of 2020, we first launched the ability for Uber drivers to stage in the city of Las Vegas garages. And unfortunately, that was the day where the US pretty much shut down. But I'm excited to announce today that on March 17th, St. Patty's Day, we're gonna bring that program back to life in partnership with Uber and the city of Las Vegas. We're gonna take all those Uber drivers and we're gonna stage them inside the city garages. and remove that congestion. These Uber drivers are going to wait for their next ride inside the garage. The city is going to be providing bathrooms. It's very important for them. Internet. This is going to remove a ton of congestion from the city of Las Vegas. This is such a great example of what happens when our team partners with great partners, such as the city of Las Vegas and Uber, to solve a congestion problem. Now I'm going to kick it back to Jeff so that we can discuss access control.
Thanks, Juan. So when we're talking about access control, our mission is to make it as easy as possible to get into facilities. And so one way we do that is through the use of QR codes. Now, the world has changed. People are used to using QR codes now to be able to take action with their phone. Our consumer apps have for years simplified the ability to open a gate using a QR code. Now, we're also investing a ton of time and energy into making Bluetooth seamless. Bluetooth is not only great for transient customers, but also for monthly parkers. Now, we talked about Parkway earlier, using the app to access your monthly parking pass. Now those Parkway customers can open the gate with one simple slide using their phone. We're excited to roll this out to other operators, and we think there's a lot of great things we can do to continue to remove steps and get access to facilities. It doesn't just stop there. We see a future where you can pull up to a gate and the gate automatically opens. That could be done through Bluetooth, that could be done using capturing your license plate, or you could use your voice to just tell your vehicle to open the gate.
The future is here with Flash Vision. Some of you might be wondering, what is it? Well, Flash Vision is a platform that we just released and we're continuing to enhance. This is an artificial intelligence, AI, and machine vision platform that we're committed to. We're going to continue to dedicate a ton of resources to it. So today, what does it do? It allows you to do an enhanced version of LPR. What I mean by that is it provides an SLA that if we don't meet that SLA, a service level agreement, you don't have to pay for that fee if we don't meet that. So we believe this is the first one in the industry. Nobody else offers an SLA. So we trust our technology. We trust that the re-rate is going to be superior to anything else that's there in the market. So that's the basics. Everybody understands LPR and everybody wants LPR, or a lot of people want it for the facility, and we do that really well. So Flash Vision does that. It also does car counting. And it also, one of the things that we're releasing in the next 120 days is car signature. So what that is think about a fingerprint. So we have fingerprint recognition for your thumb. We also have face recognition for your face. We're basically taking the license plate and then we're also adding a fingerprint of the vehicle. So what this does is going to increase the accuracy rate of the license plate recognition system. Now this platform is going to be evolving, and I won't tell you what other things that we have as part of the much longer roadmap after the 120 days. But today we'll also have a session with Hunter Dunbar, who's our expert in Flash Vision. Please join and learn more. This is not your traditional license plate recognition system. This is an entire platform that's going to be evolving. We're also focusing on traditional things that a park system needs. I got a few things that I want to discuss today. One of them is Marriott Fosse PMS integration. So we've been waiting on that for quite some time. I'm happy to announce that we've got the ability now to integrate with Marriott Fosse hotel PMS systems to allow garages to use the hotel room key to enter and exit the facility. I'm also happy to announce that now we have the ability to schedule events on prepay mode at the kiosk when you arrive. So for example, you have a venue that has one parking facility and there might be different event venues near it. So you can have a baseball game happening and you can have a Shakira concert happening. So you show up and the system will say Shakira concert or baseball game, and it will charge different rates and will also provide all the reporting you need in order to reconcile all these events. And lastly, what we're calling FlexPass. A FlexPass is the ability for you to send an email with a barcode to a guest in advance so that they have a really good experience when they enter and exit the facility, so you don't have to deal with validations, they don't have to get a ticket, they just scan a barcode or use Bluetooth and enter and exit the facility. So I just spent a lot of time talking about technology, but we also spend a lot of time trying to find new and innovative ways for you to make more money with your parking asset. So I'm happy to announce that we are expanding our scooter program. This Last Mobility scooter program allows you to rent scooters from within your parking facility. So people will park, then they'll grab a scooter, they'll take it wherever they need to go, and they'll bring it back before they jump on their car again. These scooters will be locked, so they cannot be used by somebody whenever you park at the parking facility and then you go to a restaurant. Nobody can take that scooter from you. You're going to be able to have that scooter be dedicated to you, and you can bring it back to your parking asset. The same thing will happen if you go into an event venue. You can park far away from an event, you can take your scooter, lock it, the event is over, you can go back to the parking facility and exit. I encourage you to learn more about this program. I understand these are tough times and everybody's looking to bring new revenue sources to your parking facility. So we have Tyler, who's our expert on scooters. Please join his breakout session. So I'm going to kick it back to Jeff, and we're going to talk about the plethora of payment options that we can now offer you with the merger with Arrive.
So now we're going to talk about removing friction from payments. Now, the world has changed dramatically over the past 12 months, prompting a shift in consumer expectations. People want to skip the crowd and avoid touching kiosks. At Arrive, we've been focused on frictionless and appless entry to and exit from facilities. Now, Flash has already built a great solution with text-to-pay. Arrive is now bringing our best-in-class consumer knowledge to the table. We'll be adding support for native pay, that's Apple Pay and Google Pay, plus give you analytics behind these payment methods using Flash IQ, our enterprise BI solution. Additionally, we've been adding tap-to-pay capabilities by supporting new appless capabilities released by Apple and Google. These new appless capabilities, referred to as app clips for iOS users and instant apps for Android users, allow consumers to scan or tap a sign to open a page and pay for parking. This is helpful for consumers as they don't have to wait to download an app to pay. They simply can have an experience that feels just like a native app without having to download an app to pay. Our work with Apple was recently showcased in their annual Worldwide Developer Conference. In a video, Apple discusses how you can use our new app clip to pay for parking. Now, finally, it's important to note that once digitized, customers can be onboarded into your own operator evolving products, including that Flex Pass that Juan mentioned earlier, as well as coupons and validations. Today, we're going to do a breakout session with Arrive VP of Product Matt Perill to dig in further. And now I'm going to kick it back to Juan, who's going to bring in Sam Goodner, Flash Chief Strategy Officer, to talk about how we're tackling mergers and acquisitions.
Welcome, Sam. For those of you who have not heard of Sam that much, he's been with us for about 4.5 years.
4 years already?
4.5 years.
Crazy.
He made an investment and kind of joined our management team, and now has helped us grow this thing. So Sam, we want to hear a little bit more about acquisitions and M&A.
You know, you probably heard Jeff and Juan talk a lot about building stuff, but we're not going to get to where we want to go fast enough by only doing it ourselves. And so acquisition is going to be a key part of our strategy. It has been this past year. It's going to be an even bigger part of our strategy going forward, because we just don't have the bandwidth to do it all ourselves. So, you know, part of my job is to scour the country, scour the world for some of the best potential, you know, companies and bits of technology that we can't build fast enough ourselves, and see if it might be a good fit to bring them and make them part of our ecosystem, you know, part of our brand, part of our strategy going forward. And you know, M&A, you know, acquisitions for us come in three flavors, right? I'm oversimplifying here, but we'll call it the easy at the, you know, there's the what we call the tuck-ins, bolt-ons, and then strategic acquisitions. So the tuck-ins are probably smaller companies that we acquire that give us either customer or geographic reach that we maybe didn't have before. So here's a few good examples. This past year, we acquired 3 distributors across the country. We acquired CSI up in the Northeast, Mountain Parking in Colorado, in the Arizona and Utah area, and then most recently APT up in Chicago. 3 distributors with amazing reputation, great local presence, great local reach, very talented group of individuals. And again, we don't have, as you know, we have a direct to customer model, so we don't go through distribution. So when we acquire a distributor, we bring them into the Flash fold, right? And it provides, ironically, so this provides, most of these distributors historically, they're multi-generational, family-owned businesses. It started maybe, with the dad or the mom or the grandfather, and now the kids are running the business perhaps, and we can come in and provide a fantastic, exit strategy for these companies, and really help them monetize what they've built, in some cases over decades and decades and decades, and continue their rich tradition of providing this amazing local service to their customers. And so that's part of our strategy. We have some bolt-ons where there's some bits of technology that we're missing. And so today, and let me look at all of you guys, I'm excited to be the first to announce our recent acquisition of Parkit. Parkit is what we considered, we went and looked, really the leading, most modern monthly parking technology, management technology company out there. So we're just excited to bring them, into the Flash family, with already over 1 million parkers in our monthly parking management system. It's a great place to start. We're ready to scale up to 100 million. This is just like everything else at Flash. It's built in the cloud. It's built using the latest tools. It uses AI as part of it. I mean, it's just really, really cool.
Yeah, super excited about it. I mean, this monthly parking management platform / accounts receivable platform. It's the next generation version of it. It's fully white labeled, 100% cloud-based. You can use ACH, you can use credit cards, any gateway you want. We're super thrilled to have Stein and his group on board.
And then, of course, then other acquisitions come in bigger forms. Obviously, you've heard about the recent merger with Arrive. That's a merger that's incredibly strategic. You've heard all about that already. You can expect to see in 2021 several more significant strategic acquisitions coming on your radar from Flash. So
thank you for joining us and sharing our M&A and acquisition strategy. I can't wait to see what 2021 does. Looks like you're going to be super busy.
We're going to be busy. Thanks, Juan.
Of course.
Thanks, Sam. Now, we've talked about a lot of great things today. We encourage you to participate in our breakout sessions to learn even more.
Thank you so much for joining. I can't wait to see you guys in person soon.